We're at a secret location east of Buchanan County. Debbie's in the trunk of the car. We're going to be driven to the site of Interurban car 48, hidden in the woods at this secret location. Okay, we're driving in the pickup truck towards the site. We're 200 yards away at this moment.
I think Debbie spotted it.
Debbie spotted it already? Yep. We're here, and there's the car. There's the car in the woods.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
What?
People had...
More than a year ago.
KJ?
Well, we're getting a look back at car number 48, or at least that's what we think it is. 42? Yeah. We just found out it's car 42, Ed. According to our plans, it should have been car 48.
Well, I must have, let's just look at that, see.
And this car was made in Cincinnati. Ooh!
What's there?
Looks like a termite.
Huh,
Termites?
what would they care about?
There's wood inside of there.
I'll be damned.
Well, it sure has lost its roof.
Dang.
Sure enough.
Forgot we were on video. These rocks are great places for snakes.
Here's the center opening door for the rail car.
Let's see. The top windows were stained glass. It's all white. Oh, look, that's a bottle there. Yeah. All right. Come on. It's copper.
Would be.
This is an incredible mess. We have the forest floor coming up through the bottom of the train car, but this is one section in the front. We're in the center of the train car right now. Here we go. Here's the front end again. The other end of the rail car.
You know, some of this stuff has green on it, like copper was there, kind of thing. And there, that's maybe.
Or maybe even brass.
All right, you know what? Not much of a car here today, but you sure can see that center opening door.
Yeah. You can.
Can't please KJ. He doesn't want him restored, but he doesn't want to see him this bad either.
Well, I mean, this is a little more than car 54. There's just not much left to this car. It's just a skeleton. Doesn't even have a floor.
Mm-hmm.
It's rotted through right over there. I mean, all the way through the metal.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it still has that Kansas City thing written on
Yeah, it does say Kansas City, Clay County, St. Joseph in prints and initials.
Mm-hmm.
Did we ever spot the 42 number?
I never did see it myself.
Well, that would be up this
You guys
way.
were talking about earlier.
Maybe we can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Is? That's
car 48 or 42?
No, that's a 4 and a 2. That's car 42.
Up in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay, here in August of this year, we located this car with the help of some friends. Its location will remain secret. We'll never be here again. But here we are with its stone foundation in these woods is car 52. Nope, car 42. Thanks.
This announcement just came in Old St. Joe, we've got big steam.
Big steam is on the way through downtown St. Joseph, and here it comes. After our trip to the Interurban in the Woods in Clinton County, KJ returned to Chicago. Later on the internet, we received some sketches of his of the Interurban Car 48 in Clinton County. When KJ left for Chicago, we had missed seeing all of the sights of the Interurban Electric Railroad in Buchanan County. The characteristic of the railroad in Buchanan County is that it closely parallels the tracks of the Chicago and Grand Trunk Railroad. Both of these railroads are now torn up. Our railroad was torn up in 1933. The Chicago and Grand Trunk was torn up in the mid-80s. But the major characteristic of the two railroads is both are northbound from Kansas City to St. Joseph, and at some points near Fawcett and Willowbrook, the two railroads actually are paralleling as they go through the countryside. Yes, David Short. Glad to hear from you. I'm afraid I have bad news. I know you live in North Kansas City. I myself live in St. Joseph, and I haven't been watching the Interurban route too much this summer, except for this trip in August. There's news about the trestle here in Buchanan County. It's torn down. That's right. Not exactly completely. At this moment, I'd say 85% of the trestle is gone, laying in ruins on the ground there. There's one pillar still standing. The trestle appears to be cut up and it's being hauled away. Yes, it's a loss. Okay, thank you. The steam railroad, the Grand Trunk, crossed under our electric railroad at the trestle north of Willowbrook. The Clay County Railroad, our electric interurban, proceeded on its direct route to St. Joseph, and it used the trestle to cross over the locomotive tracks. This trestle had stood there since 1913. I myself discovered it just 8 months ago, and now it's almost gone. To me, the emotion that people must have felt in 1933, 34, 35 as the electric railroad was torn up and abandoned must have been incredible. And here today in 1998, we too can feel some of the emotion of this event as the Willowbrook trestle now lays in ruins. We're consulting the 1913 Atlas of Buchanan County. The two railroads heading north are seen in this map paralleling the Chicago Grand Trunk and the Clay County Electric. This section of the map shows the two railroads entering Willowbrook on the east and west sides of the small town. But notice this point north of Willowbrook
where the two railroads cross. Okay, here we are. This is the place where the Interurban Electric Railroad crossed over the railroad tracks of the steam locomotive going into St. Joseph. As of this time in early October 1988, the trestle is gone. One support column is still standing. You know, if that piece of interurban iron wasn't so big, I think it'd make a nice ornament for some bar in St. Joseph. You know, we're standing on private property here. This is someone's farm. For 85 years, they had a trestle in their front yard and they used it as a driveway. Now they've changed plans and built a driveway over here, and the trestle's now coming down. This reminds me of one thing about the Interurban. It itself, while mass transportation, was also privately owned mass transportation. This wasn't a public project. This was an individual effort supported by investors in 1913 who didn't expect to go out of business 20 years later. It kind of reminds me of the fact that Debbie, my wife, told me St. Joseph is most famous for the Pony Express, which was a business that happened 130 years ago, lasted 18 months, and went bankrupt. You know, someday I wish St. Joseph would be also famous for being the hub of one of the finest electric interurban railroads in the United States that lasted for 20 years before it went bankrupt.